Good morning. I wanted to come on real quick. I got a comment in one of my videos that said something to the effect of manifestation is work. Um, let's talk about that for a minute. It's not necessarily that it's work, but it does take some discipline. So if you think about it in terms of water displacement, I don't know if you've ever had a science class or anything like that where they tell you or they do the example of putting some dye into water and then pouring in clean water to displace the dye. This is pretty much what manifestation is like. So if you think about it, your thoughts are like this displacing of the water, which takes some discipline, because if you're not paying attention, you could fall back into old patterns and start putting that dye back in the water. So work, I wouldn't say work, but discipline, yes. You do need to have an understanding that you've gotta have this on in your mind. You gotta have it in your heart. And it has to be something that you want to do. Looking at manifestation as work will yield you the same effects as what you got before. I know this because I can look at my own life, and anything I've tried to change has not changed at all. If I thought it was work, if I thought it was way too hard, then it didn't change. And so it's not work, but it takes discipline. It takes a willingness to do what it is that you want to do. It takes a little bit of growth, which takes a bit of attention. So, looking at it as work, looking at it as hard, looking at manifesting as anything other than our natural modus operandi is detrimental, absolutely detrimental to us getting what we want. And it is a sure way of getting what we have always gotten. Because think about this: the thought of manifestation being hard is a part of your old paradigm. And your old paradigm basically says you don't have any control over what happens in your life. Most of our old paradigms, you're on my channel, I'm pretty sure that your old paradigm said you have no control over what happens to you in your life. But we know that that's not the case. We manifest 24/7, all times of the day. And it's important that we keep a clear mindset on the things that we want, and more than just the things that we want, that the infinite spirit that we are, the over spirit, the God, the Tao, whatever it is you want to say, is the operating principle that resides in each one of us. So we need to understand that principle, that spirit, that life-giving entity, that creature, whatever you want to call it, is in our corner and absolutely wants us to attain all that life has for us. Because in essence, that spirit, that thing, whatever you call it, is life itself. And life, in order to be life, has to be expressed. So anytime you start to doubt that whatever you want isn't coming, or it can't come because you're not that person and all this kind of stuff, all those things are derogatory to what you actually want. And the spirit that gave you life says, hey, that's the experience that you want. Jack Canfield is where I got that one from. It says, Okay, you say that you can't do this because you're not that person. All right, that's what you want. I'm life. I'm going to give it to you. So instead of using your power in a derogative term, I think it more important to use your power to do those things you want to do and to switch your old paradigm to something more useful. And this ain't just a message from me to you, it's a message from me to me, because I need to be reminded too. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And I don't believe anybody has this manifesting thing all the way down pat. But that said, we all need reminders. I hope that this was helpful. If you're new to the channel, I hope that you consider subscribing. I'm always posting videos of a positive nature. I'm always putting out stuff about manifestation and just life in general. So become a subscriber. Do me a favor. If you have any ideas, any thoughts, any questions, any insights, anything, put it in the comments. I see those things. And for everybody who's given me comments, who's said stuff, and to those new subscribers, I want to thank you right now. Thank you for real. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And like this video, like it and share it with as many people as you think it might help. But until next time, I hope y'all have a great day.